Now I feel like the main thing you want to get from a portable Bluetooth speaker is portability without compromising any form of sound quality, and I feel like this BUGANi Brief TT does a really great job at combining both of those things. Now this is actually the second speaker I've checked out from BUGANi on this channel, the first one being this absolute beast here. Now this is the BUGANi Brief Pro, and I really like this speaker, but it's designed to be portable. But my main takeaway from the review was this thing is far too big to be portable. Whereas the new Brief TT is smaller, it is way more compact, and it is way more portable, and it is a fraction of the price as well. So let's see if this thing is actually any good. This BUGANi Brief TT is about 65 by 65 millimeters and 200 millimeters long, which I feel like is the sweet spot for a portable speaker. And being this size allows us to get some decent sized speakers and also a decent sized battery inside. And it's got a 2600 milliamp battery, which means that we can play music for a full 24 hours at 50% volume, and it can be charged within 3 hours using the USB-C port on the side. And it is so nice to see that it is a USB-C as well, and it does come with a C-to-C charging cable. Now, being a portable speaker with USB-C and a decent sized battery, one thing I really wish it could do is be a power bank and charge our phones via it, but unfortunately, when we plug it in, it doesn't allow this to happen. But also, inside they have managed to squeeze in two 50mm speakers, which delivers a max power of 60 watts, which does sound great and well balanced and clean throughout. And we can even listen to lossless audio via this speaker, so we get even better, cleaner, crisper, well balanced audio, but through the examples you're not really going to be able to hear any difference.
Devil's eyes turning yellow.
Roadside billing, 140 living. They don't wanna see me when I'm breezing. They don't wanna see me winning. Yo, roadside billing.
And another feature that I really liked about this speaker is the fact that we can just plug it directly into our laptop via the USB-C and use it as a speaker rather than a Bluetooth speaker, so it can actually be hardwired back to a computer or a laptop. But this only seems to work with computers or laptops. When I plug it into a phone, it doesn't connect via the USB-C cable. So a phone, we still have to use it as Bluetooth. And a little side note, you might have noticed that there's no actual aux input on this speaker. We've only got that USB-C input. So if you wanted to plug it into a CD player or a vinyl player or something with an aux cable, that's not going to work, unfortunately. The only way to plug it in is through the USB-C into a computer or laptop, not a phone or anything with an aux input. But that Bluetooth connectivity back to the speaker is super stable, super quick, and it takes literally like 2 seconds to connect this to any of our devices. And one thing I was really not expecting to see with this speaker is the fact that we can actually use it for voice control. So that basically means that there is a hidden inside microphone in here. So if our phone is playing music and our phone is the other side of the room, we can actually talk to the speaker and control our phone through Siri, for instance, but through the speaker. So it's kind of like a smart speaker, so we can talk to this to control our phones. I wasn't expecting that, but that voice assistant isn't the only thing it means it can do. Because it has a built-in microphone, it means that if we have a phone call, we can actually technically answer the phone and then have a conversation back to the speaker because there's a built-in microphone, rather than having to go and get our phones to have the conversation. I just think, like, usability and practicality wise, that's just quite a cool little feature, something that we probably wouldn't use very often, but I like the fact that it's included. And I feel like I just need to say it once more, and just to be clear, this is not a smart speaker. You don't connect this to the internet and talk to it like you would a home smart speaker, like an Alexa or something like that. This is just a speaker. It's just connected back to our phones to kind of make it voice assistance and voice control. So if you don't have Siri enabled on your phone, then the voice assistance isn't going to work. I hope that all makes sense. Now I know look and design and style is a very kind of divisive thing, but what do you think of the design of this speaker? For me personally, I actually really like it. I feel like it's got a modern yet kind of retro vibe to it too. And personally, I think this black textured mesh wrapping all the way around it gives it a nice and premium look. This really does help with the overall feel of this speaker, as the texture makes it really nice and easy to pick up and to grip it, as there is like minimum smooth plastic over it. There's only this kind of small section on the very top. And as you can see, I've got the gold version, and there's not a lot of gold on it. It's just mainly this sort of top section and the logo on the side here. Now, if you don't like gold, they also offer it in a silver as well. And one thing I really like is the fact that if you go for silver, then the logo is also silver as well. And being a portable speaker probably means that we're going to be using it out and about in all different types of environments. So the good thing is that this is IP67 water and dust resistant. And to use it, it's super simple too. We've just got a few rubberized black buttons on the front. You've got your power button, the Bluetooth sync button, your play and pause, and also the volume. We can choose to use this speaker stood up or lie it down, as it has small rubber feet on both sides, which does really help the speaker sit solidly even when we're blasting our tunes, and it stops it sliding around. And you may have noticed down this sort of diagonal section that there's something that looks kind of like rope. If we pull this section up here, we actually have a really nice little carry handle. So this is ideal if we want to carry it around or hook it over a handle or even clip it onto our bag. Again, making this speaker really user-friendly and portable. I just feel like this is a really clever and unique way to have a handle without it just being a strap hanging down on the side of it. Now, one design choice I feel like is going to make or break this speaker for some people, and that's the fact that it's got RGB LEDs in the speaker on the top and the bottom of it. Now, I for one, I like RGBs, hence I have colour behind me right now, but I feel like some people might look at this speaker and think it doesn't suit RGB LEDs. But the strange thing is there's no way of turning these RGB LEDs off. If you turn the speaker on, they're on. Even with music not playing, they're still on. And they don't look overly bright at the moment in a bright room, but at night or in a dully lit room, they are pretty bright. So if you want a speaker to maybe listen to music at night or in a hotel room or something, that these RGBs are really going to brighten up the room. There's no way of turning them off, which I think is a really strange design choice. I like the fact that they've added them. Gives a little bit more of a mood or a vibe about the speaker, but the fact that there's no switch like the power button, I just want to be able to click it once and turn them off, because I don't necessarily want them on all the time. So I feel like if you like the speaker, you've also really got to like RGBs as well. So I suppose now the final question is, what do you think of the BUGANi Brief TT portable Bluetooth speaker with RGB LEDs? Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? For about £70-ish, $70-ish, I think is pretty decent, and it is now my kind of go-to Bluetooth portable speaker, and it is far more portable than the big chunky boy that I checked out previously, and I will definitely be continuing to use this speaker. So thank you, BUGANi, for sending me this speaker. I do really like it, and if anyone is interested in picking one of these up, I will link all of the information in the description down below. If you've enjoyed today's video, a like would be really appreciated, and make sure you let me know in the comments what do you think of this speaker. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you here again soon.